Oh my god. Waking up covered in fur and chained to the floor. Like Comic-Con all over again. That's right, Link. Don't you want to know what you did last night? I think we all do. I suspect it begins with why. Seems a tad unnecessary, by the way. Locking a wolf inside a jail cell and all that. I mean, how exactly would you teach a wolf to play harmonica? He can't be a model prisoner unless he can play harmonica. Just clearly you haven't thought this through. You need hands. You know what I'm saying? I knew we have Midna. Pretty much an amalgam for every woman I've ever dated. Diminutive, demented, redhead. With a cruel streak to her. That ass, though. Oh, Nintendo. Family gaming, don't you know? I was planning on helping you. You are nice. That's much better. You humans are obedient to a fault, aren't you? That weird wolf grin. Literal wolf grin that Link's got going on there. Oops, but you aren't human anymore, are you? You're a beast. Yeah. So many ways that could be taken. There. You'll be a good boy and calm down. No need to bite. Seriously. An amalgam. Oh shit, she knows the Kamehameha. Run, Link! If that's the most physical damage her attacks do to, you know, anything other than enemies throughout the entire game. That cutscene-alitis. Bet you're wondering exactly where we are. Well, I'll make you a deal. You can get over here, maybe I'll tell you. Yeah? The faux coy pose at the end there. She's already been here for 5 minutes. I like her better than Navi. I think I like everyone better than Navi. Minda here. Minda's something an interesting character to me. She's sort of like a continuation of what they did with Tal in Majora's Mask. The idea of having your little psychic helper have a storyline of their own that progresses throughout the course of your story. Making them more than a recital that used to just hover around and go, "Hey, listen!" every time you walked past a piece of grass. Guess you're not completely stupid after all. I mean, it's a step up from the kind of abuse you got from Tal. Listen, I like you. So I think I'll get you out of here. In exchange for my help, you have to do exactly as I say. If you need anything from me, just press Z to give me a sign. Just a reminder I'm playing on the GameCube, in case anyone had forgotten. So we all clear? Good. Now come on, get moving. Yep, she's literally gonna ride around on her back. And it's gonna be about just as weird as it sounds. Especially when you do dashes, and she makes a bizarre little moan every time you dash. That, seriously, family-friendly game, don't you know? It was all kind of weird. My frame rate's actually holding out pretty well. I changed another couple of settings to the way the emulator handles storing graphics. Seems to have worked out really, really well. We're immensely lucky. A, this was here, and B, it was on a pull chain. I imagine we could have handled a lever, surely, with a bit of creativity and a bit of body weight. Oh well, what do I know? Now, conversely to most games, we're starting off in the sewer level. Most games don't do this towards the end, you know? Want to see something interesting? You've pretty much got everything on show there, love, but sure, why not? You're a beast. I was making a joke. Press X to hone your senses. It's actually square for me. Kinda weird. Can't run any farther. That's far enough, right? I think I'm safe here. What's that noise? Don't anything come near me. World's most cowardly guard. No wonder the kingdom fell. Oops, spoiler! Yeah. There's some areas of the game you can't spend too long in sense mode or else it starts stuttering for some reason. That was a soldier's spirit. Maybe it's someone from the other world. There are lots of other spirits roaming around here. Press X to see them. They might know things. Indeed they might. A lot of the times the spirits just tell you little clues and hints about the area. Very, very few of them are actually story related. I doubt you're used to your new body yet, so I'll just tell you. Think about how you fought enemies in your human form. Just because your shape has changed doesn't mean your instincts have as well. Basically, the controls for attacking and moving, it's all pretty much the same. There are only a couple of extra functions that, you know, Wolf Link has that regular Link does. What? Can I not? Ah, there we go. I keep doing that a lot, actually. Forgetting that I'm not properly locked on before I try and do stuff. I'm going to try and despawn as many of these bloody enemies as possible. Again, it's... Ooh, no, don't tread on the spikes. You'd think it's a four-legged creature could quite happily just waddle across those. You know, careful paw placement and all that. Yeah, so I was trying to say I'm going to despawn as many of these creatures as I can find. One of those universal facts about any video game. Especially when you're emulating them. The more things you have going on screen at once, the more likely your computer is to grind to a crunching halt. There are going to be sections of this where I know there's going to be like 6 or 7 enemies on screen at once, from like ambushes. And I can feel the pain that my fan is in preemptively, you know? GPU grinding to a halt. Ah, you missed! My damn Rasta crabs. Rasta crabs everywhere. Yo, man. Just wanna mess you up a little. I love the little scramble animation. It's a nice touch. There's lots of little things about this game I like. All the wonderful little touches it puts on various animations and whatnot. Actual doggy battle. Also, it's strange that Minna doesn't comment about getting her butt wet, but whatever. She comments on almost everything you do, in one form or another. So that's strange that she doesn't mention being in the water at all. Yeah, be off me then, Jumney. Normally I'd ignore most of you guys, but... What are those black things? That's racist Japan. Where are they coming from? How do we get out of here? Okay, some of them just plain old freak out, I guess. That's the crab. There we go. I dealt with that. Coming over here, providing delicious sauce. Actually, quite a big fan of reggae sauce at the moment. Don't know why, it's just nice, like barbecue, but even spicier. I like it. It's good in a lot of foods. Actually, it's good just dip with chips, actually. I probably really shouldn't. I've eaten far too much over the Christmas period as is. I'm never going to be a fat person, I just don't have the body type for it, but... Probably not push my luck, you know? What's in the box? What's in the box? Ooh, a single rupee. He probably stole, like, some guard's, like, hidden treasure there. Rather depressing. Like, I was briefly mucking around playing through Final Fantasy VII yet again. A couple of days ago. It's that one scene where you can steal, like, the slum kids' little secret hoard of money. By secret hoard, I mean, like, a gil. Which doesn't even measure up to, like, £1. It's like having a penny in your pocket. You get the opportunity to steal it. Actually, no, like, in-game consequence other than you feeling like a bit of a dick. Kind of surprised it wasn't doing something like that just now. Shouldn't there be a chain? Ah, there we go. There'd have to be a chain around here somewhere. This is what happens when I walk around rabbiting to myself, rather than looking for what the game wants me to do, and walking in circles. I mean, thankfully I found the objective anyway, but even so. I'm kind of curious as to what is going on with the deformed demon skulls that seem to be everywhere in the sewer. This place moonlight as a Silent Hill location, perhaps? Wouldn't surprise me. Silent Hill's got a love of sewers. Anything where there's detritus and debris. Loves it. Right, break all the skulls. Bonk, bonk. Gonna drop me anything here? Extra heart? Extra heart. There we go. Right, what you got, Jumney? Please, I am but a lowly soldier. Please, someone save me from the evil creatures. Ah! Yep. Ooh, there we go. Sparkly, sparkly. Ooh, more hidden treasure. Yeah, I've forgotten. Twilight Princess is the one that has that bizarre glitch where you'll pick up items you've already picked up before, and yet for some reason it'll insist on doing the whole show you things if you've picked up for the first time. Yeah, Sam, already found stuff. The spirits in here, they're all soldiers. Where in the world could we be? I don't know. Fantasy Iraq? You want to get out of here, right? Okay, let's go. Dun, dun. I'm sure it's just a classic Zelda tune they're playing backwards from the Twilight Realm song, but it kind of works. At least for me, you know. Ah, fuck! What are you doing? Just taking a bath? Splish, splash, I was taking a bath. Killing myself some rasta crabs. Guess I have to do everything for you. Look, I'll show you the small ledges. Just L target me and press A to jump where I am. There's no real... God damn it! About to say there's no real skill involved and still managed to fall down anyway. Good job. Try again. There we go. That's a bit better, isn't it? Yeah. It's an interesting mechanic, but quite frank, once you realise all you gotta do is hold down L and mash A, sort of takes any skill involved out of it, really. Lost in Twilight. Lost in Twilight. Look around, what's that rattle? On your legs there's a shackle, it just isn't your night. Just do exactly as I say, she said as her pony began to sway. Just grab that rasta crab and give him a shake. Hey! Goddamn demon boys. Always interrupting a good Disney solo. That all of them? Nope, of course there's one more. Get out of it. Phew, finally made it to the top. Look, we're almost outside. We can find some footing we can use to climb up. Sure, I guess. Ah, okay, platform, there we go. Link, there we go. So, do you know where we are yet? Yeah? No, I've got a pretty good idea. Then again, I have played it before. Well, if you go to the top, you might figure it out. Might being the operative word, of course. It's actually a lot easier than the Wii version. I think I had to shake the controller to actually get him to jump. And sometimes it wouldn't register and you just sort of hang there and then fall. But it did get kind of awkward at moments, you know? Also perhaps one of the best renderings of Hyrule Castle that you'll ever see in a Zelda game. At least in present, anyway. It's entirely possible when Zelda U is eventually released, it'll have some sort of amazing castle-like structure involved. I'm not holding out hope, so. So we are finally able to get out. Look at the sky. Isn't the black cloud of Twilight looking beautiful today? Much more orange, but... Don't know where this is. You still don't know, do you? Look, that's what I want to introduce you to. But I'll need you to go to that tower to do it. Gonna go meet Sauron. Or Saruman. Whatever. Christopher Lee, basically. Ow. My beautiful canine face. Why? Why would you do it to me, game? Why? So, there are even spirits up here, huh? Looks that way. The whole spirit thing's pretty new to you, isn't it? Yeah, we don't learn about that sort of thing out there in the country. Think I'm lying? Then use X to hone your senses. It always feels like somebody's watching me. What is that bird-like monstrosity? It always feels like some wolf is watching me. Is it real or just insanity? That wasn't the person I wanted you to meet, by the way. The guard clearly, shitting his armor. No. Go to the tower for that. I smell block pushing. The Resident Evil this shit, gotta remember which button is on. This is the problem with playing with some of the emulator and stuff. I really should actually go ahead and buy like a USB adapter for my GameCube controller. That'd probably be a lot simpler for all concerned. And by all concerned, I mean, of course, mostly me. Get down here, you fucking boyd! Goddamn boyd! You're slowing my frame rate and everything. Get out of it. Actually, not the frame rate's fine. It's the speed that keeps dropping whenever they're on screen. Missing Go's terrified too. Go and find the tallest tower, okay? I'll introduce you to Saruman. Ah, Link, my friend. Rather vaguely Dracula, which is appropriate because he has played Dracula. Not entirely just me being utterly daft. Load this hassle over here. Last thing I want is slowdowns and frame drops as I'm trying to make jumps, you know? Ironically, of course, the Twilight music, because it's slowed down and inverted, so the stutter actually suits it in a bizarre way. Look, just a little farther. Farther instead of further too. Interesting. Oh, technically right. Ignore the birds. Don't even let them get on screen. Deny them the scream time they so clearly crave. Goddamn attention whores. Well, who would live in a room like this? Link just really hates cloaks. Just a thing. There's no one in Auden wears a cloak. Wait, hot girl senses tingling. Hence the eye roll. Topical. Midna? You remembered my name. What an honor for me. Dripping with sarcasm. Love it. So this is the one for whom you were searching. Yep, that'd be me. I guess. It's not exactly what I had in mind, but I guess he'll do. You were imprisoned? You say imprisoned, I say in a zoo. Potato potato. I am sorry. Why? Did you do it? That'd be a twist. Poor thing, he has no idea where this is, or what's happened. Minda, darling, please. You don't need to crotch thrust at the princess. Did I give it away? So you don't think you should explain to him what you've managed to do? You owe him that much. Twilight princess. Ah, the elaborate double bluff. But more on that later. Listen carefully. I just realised it must be really cold in this room. The cape and the scarf. Once a land where the power of the gods was said to slumber, this was once the kingdom of Hyrule. That blessed kingdom has been transformed by the king that rules the Twilight. Alfred Hitchcock. He's been turned into a world of shadows, ruled by creatures that shun the light. I knew it. And it was only a matter of time before the Gothish invasion started. The world's most pitiful tower shield. That's not a tower shield. That's barely a block of flat shield. Suddenly, now this boys and girls, this is the real penalty of not minding your carbon footprint. This is what happens. You produce too much smog. Demons everywhere. Hope you're listening. This entire thing is a PSA about pollution. and the importance of staying green. I don't remember the Royal Guard ones with the fancy faceplate. That's new. Or perhaps not, perhaps I just never noticed it. You know, of all the animals you could have gone with, a walrus, probably not the most intimidating.
It is time for you to choose. Surrender or die. Here's the question for the land and all the people of Hyrule. The only question, the ultimate question. Cake or death?
Cake, please.
What?
I'm only joking. Death. Here for death, definitely.
Oh, you card, you.
That's right, this entire invasion happened because Zelda has a weak wrist. Had she not dropped her sword, well, they would have died horrifically, but the game wouldn't have started in this manner. Why are all of the goddesses blowing party poppers as well? Party streamers, whatever you call those things. So it takes away from the dignity of the myth, you know. To think that the goddesses, their labour is complete, departed to the heavens with an amazing sound of... But yes, as the game was trying to point out, a very serious moment. Within Twilight they live on, unaware they've passed into spirit forms. Not a single one of them got a funky animal transformation. All the people know now is fear. Fear of a nameless evil. Standard fantasy setting there. Yeah, it's got the shaker symbol on her back. I just noticed that. The kingdom succumbed to Twilight, but I remain its princess. Hence Midna's nasty barb. It hurt my feelings greatly. I shall get her back by doing a dramatic reveal. They get most detailed and decorated Zelda in the current series, I believe. You don't have to look so sad. What part of entire kingdom in ruin, subjugated people did you not get there, Midna? I actually find it quite livable. I mean, is perpetual Twilight really that bad? Aesthetically, I kind of agree. Not a fan of particularly bright lights myself. Midna, this is no time for levity. The Shadow Beasts have been searching far and wide for you. Why is this? Why indeed? You tell me. Ah, that attitude. Time has grown short. The guards will soon make his rounds. Just something incongruous, isn't there, about the idea of a demented, deformed shadow monstrosity doing a regular patrol, like an ordinary schlub. Walking around bringing the princess her meal, her bread and soup. Yes. Thank you, Claude. Yes, I'm sure it's very well made, Claude. I'm sure you put the best of herbs into it. I'm sure your mother did want you to be a chef, rather than a guard, but it's not the way things worked out, is it now, Claude? He's prompt, too. It's the last thing you need. The last thing you need is a punctual monstrosity. Nobody wants that. It's the one profession where people expect, and in fact want you to be tardy. When you're a professional, abomination. Perhaps I'm reading too much into this, I don't know. Acrobatics are slightly less impressive when you can defy gravity. Well, do you understand where we are now? Don't get on Link about that. He lived his entire bloody life in bumblefuck West Virginia, you know? He's never even seen the castle. Really sure you should be going back? You really sure you aren't forgetting anything important? My horse! You're right! Oh, the cereal... Yes, my horse! Did you save it from those lot? Do you want to save them? Well, in that case, Minna would be happy to help you. See, I'm not entirely sure whether the little should even be there, or whether it's like the washroom is the translation. You have to be my servant, and like a servant, you have to do exactly as I say. Wouldn't you go back and take a little time, give it some thought? Lots of shades of BDSM in this game. Family-friendly entertainment, don't you know? Into the warp point, but should that have already vanished, or is that a graphical glitch? Yeah, never mind. I'll figure that out later. They differentiate good warp points and bad, by the way. If they're green, they're ours. Well, that's right. I forgot to mention one thing. They may have left the darkened realm. You haven't transformed back into your former self. And you won't anytime soon. Now, why could that be? See you later. You do have a better voice to do Minna's dialogue. It's also one of the difficulties when one of your main characters is female. In a text-based game, I can't really give them proper voices and accents. My voice doesn't go that high naturally. So, what next? Did you think I disappeared? Listen, there's another thing I forgot to tell you. Don't think you can just run off and save your friends, because you can't. Just beyond that bridge, the land is covered in Twilight. I know the feeling. Last time, a shadow beast pulled you through the curtain of Twilight. If you want to go that way this time, you'll need cooperation from someone from the Twilight. Like me! So you really have no choice but to do as I say. Saving your friends and all that. Well, that depends on your actions. Because you can never trust words, you know? Right now, I want a sword and a shield that'll suit me. A little bit contrived here, because, you know, amazing magical powers of darkness. Do you understand me? Yeah. So, what do you plan to do? While you're here dawdling, Twilight continues to expand. Come on, hurry it up. Yeah, that's slightly contrived. There's absolutely no reason Minna would ever need or want a physical sword and shield. I really don't understand why the game... I suppose it's because the game's trying to keep you guessing as whether you're not actually regain your human form. Even though, in theory, you should know from the opening sequence and nothing else. So I get what it's generally trying to do. It just doesn't quite make sense, really. The game just want to outright say, we need to get you a sword and shield for when you become human again. Can't really say that out loud, even though it clearly wants to. One more time. Get up. One of the few things I don't like about Twilight Princess is the fact you can't hurt enemies when they're on the floor. Well, actually no, I think you can once you've got your sword. But not at the moment. Thank you for taking care of those bad guys. They made us, both the village and the forest, a mess. They kidnapped the village children. But I know you're not one of them. I can tell because you smell like the trees of order. Like sap and animal piss. When you run into trouble, try talking to the animals. We understand one another, so you should be alright. That was weird. Till next time, folks.